Hi folks, this is Don Schaefer. Once again, I'm excited to be with you. It is another great week, and I know we've been trying to advance ourselves. We've been trying to improve ourselves, and we're working on a series called Not Ready for a Toe Tag. And that's where, for baby boomers especially, I want to say, hey, you know what? There's a lot of life. God has created us to be able to live until the last day. And so many times people reach certain times and periods in their life that they give up on themselves. And what we're trying to do is keep people encouraged. And last week we talked a little bit about persevere and the doors will open. We talked about the fact that you continue to push yourself and work yourself until opportunity comes your way. The reason a lot of people don't have opportunity as much as they would like it is because they give up on what they're going after. It's so important that we stay focused in the areas and things that we want in life, and that's why we're trying to take a year. And we're going to push ourselves and advance ourselves beyond all means in many ways. We know it can be our spiritual, physical, mental, all these areas, our working abilities, our dreams, whatever it might be. We're going to push ourselves and get ourselves beyond. Because the neat thing that I've noticed, and you probably have too, is that our body conforms to whatever we throw at it. You know, and I know myself, if I was to sleep maybe on a floor or something, I'd probably have a difficult time for the first night or two, but I'll guarantee you by the third night I'd be sleeping on that floor because I would accommodate the fact that I'm sleeping on the floor, and I'd be able to do that. And I know that it works in all areas of life. If we push ourselves, we'll be amazed to see how far we can go in developing ourselves, but we need to persevere. We need to push ourselves and continue to knock on doors and wait until the right doors of opportunity open up in our lives. Well, this week I want to talk a little bit about something that I titled, Who Are You? You know, who the heck are you? And basically what that's saying is it's so important that you know who you are. And a lot of times, you know, people really don't know who they might be. You know, we all have a self-image. We have an image of who we think we are. And that's made up by a lot of different sources. You know, it could be when we're young, it's our parents. It's people that we respect, the comments that are made towards us by people we deem as being important. And, you know, so what we do is we put together in our mind a little bit of who we think we are because of what other people think we are. And, you know, what I want to encourage you, because I know the Bible talks a lot about the fact that God tells us who we are. He tells us that we are wonderfully made. That's the neat thing about life, is each one of us is custom made. We were not in an assembly line where it was a stamp out a part and it comes through. No, each one of us is individually made. Every one of us is different. There is no two people exactly alike. Just like snowflakes. They say there's no two snowflakes. Hard for me to imagine that, but it's supposed to be true. It's the same thing with people. You are one of a kind. And therefore, you are who God has designed you to be. And once you find that and get to realize that you're wonderfully made, and you find out your capabilities, you can become most anything, because God is going to help you in every area of your life. And that's where a lot of times in life, excuse me, a lot of times in life, what happens is we limit ourselves. Our self-image is very much like a governor of our life. It limits us to what we can be. If we see ourselves as being small and weak and not being able to do anything, guess what? We will be small, weak, and not be able to do anything. But if we can get ourselves to a place where we say, hey, you know what? I am strong. I have lots of capabilities, and I can do most anything. Guess what? You will be strong. And you will have abilities you never even dreamed you had. Why? Because you've placed an image in your mind of someone great. That's why I want to encourage you this week to grab a hold of your life and say, maybe go to a mirror and look in the mirror and say, just who am I? You know, and be able to get yourself a picture of how wonderfully you've been made and all the possibilities that there are inside you. We will not give up on this year. We're going to continue to push forward. And I'm going to continue to bring ideas and thoughts your way, hoping that you can grab onto some of these, because I tell you what, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and we are on our way to find that pot of gold in our lives. And I want to thank you once again for tuning in and wish you all a wonderful week. Let's go after it. Thank you.